Hey, boys and girls, welcome to Pokemon Xenoverse. So, this is a Pokemon fan game that I've had my eyes on for quite some time. Although I don't have much information on it, I've actually heard some pretty good things. And I have about, up to the first gym for knowledge on the game, since I wanted to make sure that I had the controls down, learn how to, make nicknames for Pokemon, name yourself and stuff like that, since some games require you to just, type on the keyboard for your names and stuff, and this is one of those. But I have a system where I don't have to worry about the keyboard thing, since I honestly prefer using a controller to record, since it's just easier, and you don't have to hear as much of, clicking and stuff like that. It just makes it nicer for me, and it just makes it nicer for you guys. And honestly, yeah, that's basically all I have for this game. I've heard it's been it's a really good game. It is one of the newer fan games, so I think this is actually, the newest fan game out there in general. So, yeah, that's definitely something. And then also, apparently, it's on par with the games that release nowadays from the official games. So, yeah, definitely a lot of hype there. So, since this does have my attention, I really do want to actually check this out, and this will be what we end up doing before we actually get into Persona 5, since I wanted one series in between before we went into another Persona game, since I like to give you guys a little bit of breaks between, so we don't just go back and forth to games like we did with Danganronpa, for instance. I was just really into Danganronpa, so we went 1, 2, 3, 4, and then went through all the games, so I definitely want to do, small breaks just so we can play other things and get, more worldviews through each and every game that we ever play through. Since, honestly, that's just how I like doing these. I like learning new stories and seeing what people actually make with these stories. So, with that being said, let's get into our newest journey and get straight on into the Xenoverse. So, straight into a new game. We're gonna do Modern Mode just because Modern Mode is basically what happens nowadays. All your Pokemon get EXP per fight. It's just something just makes it simpler for me, so I don't have to do as many training in between episodes and stuff like that, so you guys don't lose out on the actual playthrough, since if I were to play Classic Mode, I'm going to say this now, a lot of my time is probably, there's going to be a lot of cuts where I'm training up Pokemon in between episodes, basically. So, just to make things easier, Modern Mode, so if I do want to do anything in between episodes, more than likely I'll just be catching Pokemon for the series and stuff like that, if I want to add something that I missed out on a previous route or something like that. So, with that being said, we're going to be going straight into Modern Mode and getting ourselves right into this game. Since, yeah, I definitely can't wait to do this. So, let's do this.
I can't wait any longer.
Sir, come here, please. Okay.
Please tell me.
I have great news for you. Follow me. Come on. Okay, so this is basically just, us making our character right here. Like all Pokemon games, you get to choose boy or girl and then name yourself, basically. So this is actually just how you make your character, basically, at the end of the day. Since, as I said, I have up to about where the grass gym starts, and that's basically it. So, yeah, definitely, from there on, it's gonna be completely blind. So, let's see her.
Here we are. Let's play a game. Could you guess the sex of your baby? Do you think it's a boy or a girl?
And obviously we're gonna be going for boy. Just because, I don't know, I just like having my little spooky guy running around.
I believe it's a boy.
Congratulations, sir. You guessed it. It's a really beautiful boy. Come with me.
And here we go. And there we are.
First of all, I'll leave the two of you alone for a bit.
Okay. And there we go. Here's our mother and our father, which is the first time you actually get to see your father in these games, since Pokemon definitely doesn't you never really see your father in these games, so it's actually nice to actually know who they are. So that's actually kind of nice.
Clover, how do you feel? Look at the splendid child you gave birth to. Look how he smiles. You two look very alike.
Dear, what do you want to call him? I want you to choose his name. I'm sure you'll find a lovely one.
Okay, and here we go. So, now I just kind of name my character real quick, and we already know what I'm probably going to name him, let's be honest. So, let's just name him like we normally do, and name them Spooks. And if you're wondering how I'm actually typing this, I'm actually using my controller to do this. It's a little bit different, I gotta get used to it, but if you're wondering, I'm using this button to basically move my mouse around, and I'm using an on-screen keyboard, and using the X button to use the left mouse button. So definitely something different, but I thought it would be easier just because, I don't know, I just don't want you hearing me mess around with my keyboard and go back and forth from the controller to the keyboard, since that definitely does kind of take me out of my immersion, I'll be honest.
How about it, Spooks, honey?
Yeah, that definitely sounds like a pretty good name.
Spooks, it sounds fantastic. I knew that you wouldn't let me down.
Clover, don't overdo it. You should rest now.
Time passed and Spooks grew, spending days in a joyful family. 5 years later.
Spooks, get up. Mom and I need to talk to you.
And there we are. Okay.
We've decided it's time to show you the world out there. So today, we're going to take a tour of Nova Ranch. Come on, kid. Let's go.
Please be careful.
Okay, well, definitely be careful. And, for when it comes to, like, random characters that, you know, just random trainers, we'll just do my normal voice, just like we do with, Persona for just random faces in the crowd. It just makes things easier, and then characters like Fursel here, our father, our mother, and everyone else like that actually seems like they're gonna have an important role to the game, or even gym leaders, will get their voices eventually, so just to make things simple and just to let you guys know beforehand.
Look what a beautiful day it is. Fresh air always cheers me up. Come on, let's go, Spooks. I'm gonna show you around on our ranch.
Okay, yeah, let's take a look around. Since, honestly, I think I've only been, like, I think there's only, like, 2 areas past here that I've actually been to, and I didn't get to read any of this. I skipped through all the dialogue just so I didn't mess up with that, because I didn't want to see any kind of spoilers, to be honest.
Come this way. First stop will be the farm.
Okay, we can definitely do that. Little bridge here, we got some milk tanks, so this must be the farm then.
See those Pokemon grazing in the field over there? They're called Milk Tank. They always provide us with delicious moo milk. In the evening, however, we close them in the barn to keep them safe. I want to show you something else. Come on, follow me.
Okay, we can follow you. So there's our moo-moos, or milk tanks, or whatever you want to call them, but honestly, that's basically what milk tanks say when you go up to them, so honestly, I've always called them moo-moos every now and again.
The water of this pond is so clear, they put your mind at ease, don't you?
Yeah, I think so. It's better now.
Better, right? Come on, there's one last thing you need to see.
Okay, we'll run around and see what else you got for us. Looks like a gravestone of some sorts. Based on, like, that's basically what that looks like.
Do you see this little memorial here, Spooks? It's erected in honor of your grandfather, left us years ago. But you're still too young to hear for these stories. And that's it. Now let's get back home.
Oh, okay. That was pretty simple. Just look around a little bit of the areas that are right next to the farm, and pretty much go home. Okay.
What was that?
And what was that indeed? Ooh, Pokeballs. I think you guys already know where that's going, though.
What? Are there, 3 Pokeballs here? Did someone lose them? Spook, stay here. I'm gonna go check. It seems each one contains a Pokemon. Grass type, fire type, and a water type. I had an idea, Spooks. Why don't you pick one? I could take care of it until you're old enough. Come on. Choose Pokemon you like best.
Okay. So, these are our starters for this game, and there's actually a new type for this game that I noticed. Sound type. I don't know what it's actually weak to or strong against, but it doesn't actually take over any of the, like, other types, which is different. Since, the only other, I don't know if there's any other types than sound, but as you can see with there being fairy here, every other type in the game is in here, so yeah, that's definitely interesting. I don't know how good sound type will end up being, but just due to the fact that I actually like this thing's design, and I also see that it's a water dragon, and dragon types are really interesting when it comes to being like the first things you get, so I'm definitely thinking about Shulong here, and I actually do have a name for him, so we'll end up going with Shulong here, since honestly he just seems pretty chill.
Alright, let's pick it.
Okay, and there we go. And we have obtained our very first Pokemon. Hey you, hands off those Pokeballs. Okay. Don't know who that is, but... Oh, that's a Tyranitar. Get him, Tyranitar. Tyra? I actually like how the Pokemon actually have their own, little pictures as well in this game. That's something I noticed as well. I think that should be in the normal games, because, I don't know, I think, you know, if you're talking to a character, it's better to actually have, like, the little portraits. Well, in the newer games, they don't really need that, due to the fact that how, good the models are in the newer games. I don't think they need it nowadays, but when it came to, like, the older games, I think that would have been pretty cool. It was just a nightmare. Okay, then. And I think we're a silent protagonist. I actually don't know for sure, because I've never seen this guy talk yet, so I'm just gonna be honest there. I think he's silent. Well, we got our little Shulong here. Still no name for him, but that doesn't honestly hurt him at the moment, since we do have a name for him, and if you guys are wondering, it's gonna be Tatsu, since, honestly, I thought it would be a cool name. Maybe it's better to go downstairs. Well, not completely silent, as we can see. He definitely does have thoughts, and that definitely does help him, since, you know, it gives him a little bit of character to him. You're finally awake, sleepy boy. Yep, I am. Hello, Mom. So, we actually have a name for you, too, which is actually nice, since most of the moms in the games are actually, nameless, so, yeah, that definitely helps her. Happy birthday, Spooks. Too bad that your dad is not here to see how much you've grown. You know he's always abroad for work. Oh, so that was literally a nightmare. So, interesting. Darling, what's wrong? You seem upset. I'm fine, I think. You told your mom about your nightmare. Yeah, that was kind of weird. Well, the time has come. Come sit with me. Okay, yeah, I can follow you. So I don't know what's really going on with that, because how would we have gotten our Pokemon if that wasn't real? So that is kind of strange there. It's probably not the best day, but I think you're old enough for this story now. What you told me isn't just a dream. Oh, so it's actually real. 11 years ago, your father decided to bring you outside our ranch. I was pretty against that, and at the time, so worried about you two. Dad was with you, though, so that reassured me. Okay. However, that day, no one came back. Oh, so that's weird. Days after, Nana Flora knocked on the door in the middle of the night. What a relief, finding you at the front door. You were unconscious and had a ball with you. But your father was not there. I haven't seen him since that day. Huh, that's interesting. So whoever that Tyranitar trainer was, definitely disappeared with us and our father then, based on what I can kind of put together from there. So whoever that is, they might be evil? I honestly don't know, but who honestly knows at the end of the day? But we definitely did steal their Pokemon, let's be honest, at the end of the day, because that's not your normal occasion of getting them your starter Pokemon. I'm sorry. I waited so long to tell you about this, after years of lies. Okay. Well, at least now we know. It's kind of funny that he saw it as an, got the entirety of the nightmare as a dream, though. Or, well, technically a dream, I guess you could say, or nightmare or whatever, but it's kind of weird that he saw, the entirety of that in his head. Because it's not usually you can't remember everything step from step. So that's actually kind of funny. Darling? What? Are you out of your mind? How can you think of such a thing? I didn't say anything. You're not ready to look out for your father yet. You're still a child. We are working on it. I and Aster. It's not that easy for us adults either. Who's Aster? Okay. Don't insist, Spooks. There's no way in the world I'm changing my mind. If I were to lose you, to my only child, It's all good. Honestly, we already know what's gonna probably end up happening here, but we'll definitely be able to leave here at some points. So, what do you want to do, Spooky Boy? Because we gotta definitely do something. Go to your room now. Okay, we'll head back to our room, I guess. Hey, Shulong, so what do you think we should do, bud? Oh, that's cool. I completely forgot about that, because I kind of glossed over some of the things, but yeah, this definitely proves a little bit of extra things, because usually you don't have, like, little cinematics and things in Pokemon games. Usually it's told through the models themselves. So we actually are going to have, like, little CGs and stuff. I forgot about that. But yeah, definitely some cool things. Yeah, definitely, some things that I wish, like, you know, the older Pokemon games did more of, honestly. It's an old picture with Mom and Dad. I actually miss the, more 8-bit style Pokemon games like this. Well, this is technically, like, 16-bit, 64-bit, but it definitely is, like, I like the pixelated, Pokemon games a lot better than, like, the newer ones, just because the style is just something, it's got charm to it, honestly, since it's a little bit harder to, like, make, in my instance, I would think that it would be harder to make a pixelated character than it would be to, like, completely, like, draw up another character, since, you know, you have to actually go in and make sure every little dot is perfectly modeled on the character for it to actually look nice, because I've done a little bit of, pixelated art, so I know how hard it can actually be, because I can draw a little bit better than I can ever think about ever doing, like, 8-bit art and stuff like that, so, yeah, definitely, it's got a lot of charm, in my honest opinion. So, what do we do now? Poor Shulong. It'll be okay, buddy. One thing I do know is, for some reason, which it makes sense, just because, obviously, it wouldn't be easy to put every single name on the little thing there, but, even if we get to name this guy, he's actually always going to be called Shulong, so I gotta be used to calling him Tatsu and Shulong at the same time. It seems Shulong's up to something. What do you want to do, buddy? What do you want to do, bud? Got it. It's suggesting you to jump out the window. Oh, what a good idea. Okay, let's do it, bud. Let's just jump out the window. The smartest idea we've ever had. That's Shulong's Pokeball. You better take it. Yeah, we should probably take that with us if we're going to be going on our adventure, since we're going to need our Pokemon and be able to, you know, send it with us at any point, and you need your Pokeball to do that. Phew, the tree broke your fall. Well, that's good. You didn't even think about it beforehand? Little Shulong, you're all good, bud. Shulong seems to be determined to come with you. It'd better get back into its Pokeball. Spooks obtained Shulong. Would you like to give Shulong a nickname? Yes, of course. And as I said, we actually do have a name for him. So we're gonna name him Tatsu, since honestly, I think that kind of fits him. If I remember correctly, because the reason why I named him Tatsu, because during my first hour of playthrough, I wanted to make sure he had, like, a good name. And if I remember, Tatsu is actually a name of a dragon, I believe. I forgot which one specifically, but yeah, definitely that was the reason why. It was just because I wanted it to kind of, like, fit, and make, kind of, like, fit the Pokemon, since it is a water dragon. And although I was going to name it after the Italian, water dragon, originally, which would have been pretty cool, but the name was too long for it to be, like, because it's easier to say Tatsu than it is to say, I think it was, like, I'm trying to remember, but it was, like, Teramatsu or something like that. So it was a long name, basically, is what at the end of the day, but I thought it would be easier just to have something smaller. So that's the reason why I went with Tatsu, honestly. But other than that, I think we're pretty much ready for that. I think that's a pretty good name. And honestly, I don't want to think too hard on it, since, you know, we're going to be running into a lot of Pokemon, let's be honest, at the end of the day. So just to make things easier, it's better to actually just have, like, a quick and easy name to work with. Okay, we're going the wrong way. Forgot the farm was this way. We gotta slide right past our mom, since she doesn't even know we even left through the window. So just to be careful, let's make sure she doesn't know we actually left, since we're sneaking out at the end of the day. You should give your regards to your grandfather's memorial. I guess so. Although we're kind of giving our mom more time to know that we actually left, since, you know, that definitely, we're taking too much time in the actual area. Hey, Spooks, where are you running? We can obviously tell what she is, since we saw her before actually walking up here. Ho ho, look at that! Your mommy finally let you go, huh? She probably realized she was shielding you too much. Hee hee. Technically. Well, you are about to start a journey that would make you run into a bunch of new Pokemon. Let me show you something then. Okay, what do you want to show us? As you can see, this grass here is taller than usual. That's where wild Pokemon live. But don't worry, you can catch them with special gizmos, called Pokeballs. Here, take some. Spooks obtained a Pokeball. Thank you. And there we go. This is literally just our catching tutorial, if you guys can't figure that out. Spooks put a Pokeball in your Pokeball pockets. However, you cannot catch a healthy Pokemon. You must weaken it first. After having battled for a bit, try to launch a Pokeball and cross your fingers and catch it. Why don't you give it a try? Okay, yeah, we can definitely give it a try. I don't know if the Pokemon's always specific, and, well, it's the same one that I ran into, so you get a WEEDle for your first one. I'm guessing that's, specific then. Okay, I was actually not even sure about that, to be honest. Okay, so basically, we just gotta catch ourselves a WEEDle here, since that's the whole point of this, just a catching tutorial, just to let you know how to actually catch Pokemon if you never played a Pokemon game before, since maybe this will be their first Pokemon game, who honestly knows. But, honestly, they always have to have this just in case for the newer players. But, there we go. Easy. Just weaken the Pokemon a little bit, throw a Pokeball, and there we go. First step, and there's... Oh yeah, I forgot about that. There's little achievements as well. So, honestly, there's a couple little things that were in the original Pokemon game, so honestly, I'll take that. WEEDle, hairy bug Pokemon. It eats its weight in leaves every day. It fends off attackers with a needle on its head. Cool, cool. And since we do have him, we might as well name him, since there's no point in not naming him, right? So, we'll name him probably Pin, like a pin needle, honestly. So, yeah, I think that'll work as a name, since that kind of works at the end of the day, I think. Honestly, I just came out, and that was basically out of nowhere, just thought of that, like in 2 seconds, but honestly, I think that works as a name, to be honest. But there we go, our second Pokemon. Technically a second starter, I guess you can say, if that's, like a forced, spawn. So, I guess we'll take it. Playing with Pokemon is so much fun, isn't it? It makes me feel younger, even. Well, obviously. So, honestly, we probably should heal, since she can heal us. First steps are always difficult, but your Nana is here to help you. Okay, and with that, a free little heal for us to start our adventure. Your Nana is always here for you. Thanks, Nana. So, let's get on out of here, since we got everything for our start of our adventure. So, honestly, I think we'll take that. There is one thing I do want to talk about, since I also have, knowledge due to the fact that up to the, first gym, there's actually a new type of Pokemon in this game that, instead of having 1 health bar, they actually have 2 or more, apparently. So, yeah, that's definitely interesting. I just thought I should mention it, since we're definitely going to be running into that very soon. I just thought I should mention it, since it is kind of unique, since Pokemon's never done multiple health bars before, so I thought I should bring it up, since it's something that I've thought about, since it just popped up in my brain, while we were fighting with the WEEDle there. So, yeah, definitely something that's kind of interesting. I don't know much about them other than, like, the very first one you fight, since it's a scripted event and everything, but it's actually pretty cool. Where do you think you're going? And there she is. Yep, we probably should have told her we were running off, maybe. Did you really want to run away without saying a word? What a childish behavior. Well, this probably wasn't a good idea of you, bud. You probably should have just ran off, honestly. I know you missed your dad. Don't you think I feel the same, Spooks? It's not easy to raise a child on your own. Do you really think a newbie like you could do more than 2 adults? You don't even imagine how dangerous this world is out there. Well, if, Ash Ketchum can do it, I think our character can do it, I'm just be honest. And then we'll be perfectly fine. I don't think they would just kill off our main character or anything like that, so I think we'll be perfectly fine on our adventure, Mom. I think we'll be perfectly fine. I'm just gonna be honest. So Shulong agrees with you. It had to happen sooner or later. Yep, it had to happen sooner or later. I see talk is cheap with you, Spooks. Well then, prove me you're worthy of this with a Pokemon battle. Okay, let's do this, Shulong. I think we'll be ready for this. I'm ready to teach you a lesson. If that's the only way I have to protect you, come on. Okay, let's do this. So, let's fight off with our mother, Clover, and actually get on our first technical, real Pokemon battle, even though Pin was technically our first one, but obviously this is going to be our real first one. So due to the fact that Water Gun is actually not even actually normal damage on Pokemon like Jigglypuff, we're just going to go Tackle here. Even though like same type attack boost would be nice, it's just not going to do anything for us if we were to go Water Gun, since it's not very effective on a Pokemon like Jigglypuff. So that is a little unfortunate, but I think we can kind of work around this, since honestly it's just smarter to, you know, just go for the normal tackles. And I wish this thing actually didn't have Sing, because that's actually kind of evil to have Sing on a Pokemon, on your, like, first Pokemon fight, because if it knocks you into sleep, you're going to be sitting there for a couple turns. So thankfully, she's not using it again, and thankfully it missed that time. But, yeah, definitely something I noticed, because, I'll be honest, I was actually, in, sleep for quite a bit of time, when I was doing my, like, first, like, hour of this game just to kind of understand everything. So yeah, definitely could have been a lot more evil if the game wanted to, honestly. And we just got our first move, Twister. I'll take that. The rest of your team also gained some experience, and Pin's now level 3 or level 4. Okay, we'll take that. And Rising Star, 1 of 50. I can see his determination shining through your eyes. And we got $250. Thank you, Mom. Well, now you gotta kinda let us out. Who am I kidding? I can't even change my son's mind. How am I supposed to find a missing man? Well, I guess you gotta let us through then. Spooks, I've seen the determination in your eyes. Is this what you really desire? The most in this world? Yep, I want to go on my first adventure. If you'll let us. Maybe Nana Flora is right. I shouldn't clip my child's wings. I had no right to keep you from this for so long, but I did it for only for your sake. But now you know the truth. I'm sure you won't be happy to stay here without being able to help. Yep, so let us go on our journey, since, obviously, it's gonna be a fun one, I would think. Since, honestly, the first little bit's already been pretty fun, in my honest opinion. Okay, darling. I think you should leave the nest and grow and mature. If this is what you want, just go and embark on this great adventure through Eldiw, region. But remember, I'll always be here, and you'll always be welcome whenever you need. Okay. And I guess this is goodbye. I don't know if we'll ever see her again, but it's definitely nice to have like a little bit of more of a connection to the mother character, since the mother character just usually says goodbye to you and doesn't let you leave. So it's actually nice to grow more of like a bond with the actual mother in the game, since usually Pokemon just throws you right out into the world, and then you never think about, like, your parents ever again. So definitely nice to kind of actually grow a bond here. That's actually something I definitely appreciate from this game already. Alright. This whole thing almost made me forget about your birthday presents. Here it is, little man. You'll love these. What did you give me? You obtained a brand new pair of shoes. Oh, thanks. Come on, put them on. Here on the package, they say hold Z key to run faster than the wind. Okay. A little bit of a fourth wall break, but okay. Now you have everything you need to reach Hardwurf City safely. Down there you will meet Aster, an old friend of Dad's. I'm sure he'll give you some useful tips. Okay, thanks. Be careful and don't make me worry. Shulong, keep an eye on this brat, okay? Okay, we'll see her. And thanks, Shulong. We'll definitely, use you if we need any help. Best of luck to you, my little man. I love you. Thanks. And we love you too. So, there we go. Officially on our adventure. Huh. Okay. And there it is. A great, honestly beautiful little world we got here. Since, obviously, I think we're gonna have a fun time with this. Although I don't know much about it, I definitely see some big charmful like energy coming off of it. So definitely, I think this will end up being a really fun series. And A Star is Born. Okay, our first chapter is technically over, or at least the prologue. It just had to make sure we knew what we were doing and made sure that we weren't just running straight on into this without knowing what to do. So honestly, they had to kind of make sure we weren't gonna just like fall flat on our face and not know exactly what's going on with this game and how the Pokemon fights work and stuff like that. So obviously they always have to have that just to kind of get you kind of ready for what kind of adventure you're actually getting yourself into. So, oh, please don't get poisoned, thank you. Okay, always forget about the poison from WEEDle, since that is something it's known for, but yeah, definitely could be something bad if we were to actually get poisoned there. Ooh, Mareep. That's pretty cool. I don't know if we'll end up using Mareep, but it would be nice to actually have something extra on our team just for the time being, since, you know, it could definitely help us in the long run to have more Pokemon. I want to try and stray away from using Pokemon that are from the original games, due to the fact that there's so many new ones, and also, there is going to be Pokemon that are from the older games, but they have new forms, and I want to try and stray from, using the older Pokemon. If they have, like, new forms, then we will use them, but I do want to make a kind of like this is only for myself just because I want to use the newer stuff. I don't want to just, you know, rely on stuff I already know about, so I will probably use Mareep for a little bit if we can actually catch him, that is. But, I do think that, eventually we will, be getting rid of him as time goes, because I want to try and use the newer stuff as much as possible, since, as I heard, there's a lot of newer stuff in this. Honestly, I don't know what kind of name I could give him, honestly. I guess we can name him... I'll name him Tut, honestly. I think that's a good name, honestly. I think that works. And there we go, Mareep. When cold weather increases static electricity, or when in cold weather it increases static electricity, its wool doubles in size, and the tip of its tail glows slightly. Okay, that's kind of cool. So obviously we'll give him a little bit of a nickname, and as I thought right there, I think we'll name him Tuts, since I think that kind of works, I think. So honestly, I'm not going to spend too much time thinking about a name, since I know that we're more than likely going to only use him for a short time, just to kind of like, you know, get ready and get used to everything. But I think this will kind of like, you know, get us used to everything and everything, and if the game will actually confirm that, okay. Game, there we go. Sorry, but that was weird. The game didn't, cooperate there for a second. Okay, well, there we go. That works. But, there we go. Now we have another Pokemon. When two trainers catch through each other's eyes, the battle shall begin. Okay, Luke, so our very first regular Pokemon trainer. He's got 2 Pokemon, we got 3, but I don't think that will honestly affect us too much, since, honestly, technically we only have 2, since Mareep or Tuts is kind of, low on HP, let's be honest. So honestly, we'll more than likely be using Tatsu here, since it's just a safer bet here. But honestly, Bidoof doesn't really scare me, although I do like Bidoof at the end of the day. But honestly, I knew that he wouldn't be able to do much to us, since, honestly, Bidoof's Bidoof at the end of the day. Unless he was like a level 50 Bidoof with, what do you call it, Endure and then, Endeavor, then it would be a problem, but honestly, I don't think we really have to worry about him, or Zigzagoon, because both those Pokemon kind of have to have, like, gimmick builds to kind of really work, in my honest opinion. I should have looked away. Yeah, probably should have. That was an easy fight. Green Trainer. If you don't want to fight, you can just avoid their eyes. True, you can use the line of sight of the grass to actually help you. Make an effort to talk to all the people you meet during your adventure. Chances are they will have something useful to tell you. Okay, let's talk to them then. If you don't want... okay. Yeah, well, that's kind of useful, I guess. Thanks, guy. Bidoof. Okay, well, we already know that, we're more than likely not going to have to use a Bidoof due to the fact that, Bibarel is a water normal type, so I'm going to just say this now, we're definitely not going to need a Bidoof for the near future due to the fact that we have a water dragon here, so yeah, I'm just going to be honest here. Sorry, Bidoof, but we got to knock you out for some experience since we're definitely going to use that for the future. Okay, hey buddy, and just to show you, line of sight, break a trainer's line of sight, and then you can honestly just walk past them, but we don't need to do that. Hey, would you like to fight? Yeah, of course. Let's do this, Mr. Backpacker. And let's see what you got for us. You were challenged by Jack. Okay. Okay, let's see what he's got. Yemen. Okay, that's new. Don't know what he could be. Maybe a fighting type, I guess? He looks like he would end up being a fighting type, but he also looks like he could be electric type since he's got Pikachu ears. But, okay, I guess we'll find out. We'll throw a twister and hope and pray. Okay, well, he's got Pound at least, so that kind of answers things, I think. So at least normal type, since it looked like he got a little bit of extra damage on that for same type attack boost. So I'm guessing that's more than likely a normal type of some sort. Or maybe even the normal type of this game, since always whenever you get to the first route, you always run into the normal type for their games. So I'm guessing that would definitely be the normal type of the first routes. Okay, interesting. Well, there's free level 7, I'll take that. Okay, Cricketons. Know what type that is, it's a bug type. And honestly, due to the fact that there's a sound typing in this game, I'm gonna guess that he's probably sound type in this game, honestly. Since the whole point of Cricketot is that he is, you know, he's a little sound bug, so I definitely think that he would definitely be a sound type at a later point, at least for Cricketune, at least. But there we go, we got Thunder Wave for Tut now, which will be useful in the future. But that was easy. It was really a great battle, and we got $150 for that, and thank you. It looks like you're already used to Pokemon battles. Well, obviously. This isn't my first rodeo, I'll be honest. I played a lot of Pokemon games, and a lot of fan games, actually. Honestly, fan games actually got me through my high school years, I'm gonna be honest, so I have a real soft spot for them. If you're wondering which one's my, one that I played the most, it would be Flora Sky, if you guys are wondering. Since, although I did play a little bit of Pokemon Uranium, and I did tell you that, I never beat Pokemon Uranium until we did our series, though. But, yeah, Pokemon Uranium and Flora Sky were what got me through my high school years, since, I'll be honest, high school was definitely not the easiest thing. But, let's see here, we got some guy here. Man, there's no way to get in there. Why do you want to go inside the stump?
Like, you made my heart skip a beat. I thought it was a wild Pokemon ready to attack me. You really look like a Pokemon trainer. Am I right?
Yeah, you are.
Heh, I never miss one. Yeah. My name's, Adi. I just moved into this region, yeah. I'm a big Pokemon enthusiast, and I know everything about them. But due to my age, I just observe their behavior and seek hidden treasures inside, dungeons called Pokemon dens. You'll see one day. I'll catch them all.
Okay. I don't know if he's important or not, but he does have a name, so I guess he will be at some point.
What did you say? Never heard of Pokemon dens? Don't worry. That's why I'm here. Yeah. See, these are Pokemon hideouts, where they store the precious items they stumble across. Obviously you can find dens in every corner of the region, but remember that only Pokemon can enter them, and sometimes a specific type is required.
Okay.
But you, have considered the risk factor, too. In fact, if the Pokemon inside the den realized your bunny was there, too, it wouldn't hesitate to immediately cast it out.
Okay.
I see you have a Pokemon with you. Why don't you try and infiltrate this den, then? Yeah. Well, young trainer, it was nice meeting you. I wish you a prosperous career. Sayonara.
Okay, we'll see you later. Thanks, bud. So, Pokemon dens. It's a Pokemon den. Do you want to send Shulong to take a look inside? Yeah, of course. Go do it, buddy. You got this, Tatsu. Okay, so this was something I noticed as well. Oh, okay, I was wondering about that. Okay, so you can, if you step on those are like, stepping on sticks. Okay, I actually never tested that. I honestly did that right the first time, so it's actually something I was wondering about. Because I was wondering if that was actually, like, something, like, that you actually couldn't walk on or anything before. Because I did this earlier when, as I said, I've done them the first hour, and I did this right the first time, so I honestly wanted to check that out real quick. So, yeah, definitely... Oh, rare candy. Forgot about that. Okay, we'll take that. You've completed the Pokemon Den. Okay, cool. I'll take that. So we can get free items for doing these. 1 of 19. Does that mean there's only 19, or is there going to be, like, rank up options for those? Honestly, no clue, but it's cool. Okay, we gotta wait for the Rattata, and then we just run for it. We get out of the den? Yes. And there you go. Tatsu did it. Not bad. Not bad, bud. I'll count that as my first try since, honestly, I just wanted to test what happens when you walk on the sticks. Because I actually didn't know about those. So, honestly, it's worth a shot, honestly. Okay, we got our next Pokemon trainer, Roxanne. It's time to put what I've learned into practice. Okay, let's do this, Roxanne. Okay. So every trainer's actually going to show their name before every fight. That's actually pretty funny. And honestly, I don't know why, but in my head I'm thinking about the, the first gym leader from Sapphire and Emerald and Ruby, because that's literally her name, if I remember correctly, the Rock-type gym leader. I don't know why I'm thinking that, but that's the first thing I thought when I saw her name, honestly. And Abra is definitely not a Pokemon that's going to help you out here, I'm going to be honest, since he literally only learns Teleport, so probably not your best idea, I'm going to be honest, since this is literally just free experience for me at the end of the day. But, good job on you. You probably should have had at least something else, honestly, on top of that, since that was basically just free experience at the end of the day. Thanks, Roxanne. Theory and practice don't always go together. And $150. Thanks. And we also get this Pokeball. Okay, I'll take that. And we'll take that and run off with it, since obviously we're going to use that later in our adventure. Pokemon participate in battle and receive XP points. Have your Pokemon battle often and make them stronger and stronger. Okay, I also saw this, so okay, you can slide behind here. I just wanted to grab this since I saw that little red behind there, but it made us run over and get that Pokemon den, so I kind of almost forgot about it. Okay, cool. And it looks like we got one more trainer before we're out of this route. Okay, Freddy. Hotarf City is one step away, but you have to go through me first. Okay, we could definitely go through you, bud. Won't be a hard thing, since obviously the first trainers you fight aren't the hardest things in the world, let's be honest. Okay, Lediba. Okay, not a hard Pokemon. Bug type. I think he's just bug type for the first version of him. I know he turns into a bug fighting once he turns into Lydian, but definitely shouldn't be a hard fight, I think. So let's go straight into the Twister, because Twister's just in general good, and I know that he won't be able to resist it, so honestly it's a better thing to use since it's smarter at the end of the day, due to the fact that Dragon doesn't really have many resistances, although it does have some weaknesses, but it's definitely not like the hardest thing to use, honestly, on most Pokemon. And he's got a Spark Owl. What's a Spark Owl? Okay. Oh, that. Okay. That's pretty cool looking. So he's definitely electric type, let's be honest. So he's flying electric then, since he's an owl, so he's a little bird. So he'd be flying type, and then do the spark, it kind of says that he's going to be like an electric type at some point at least. So that's kind of cool. Huh. Okay, so that's the bird of this generation, or fan game, I guess you could say. Either way, it's still technically a generation at the end of the day, since honestly, I'm going to treat it like a Pokemon game at the end of the day, since although it is a fan game, I usually just treat all Pokemon games as Pokemon games at the end of the day, no matter who makes them or whatever. So honestly, I'll just treat it however I end up thinking of it. Freddy is about to send out another Yemen. Okay, another Yemen. I can deal with him. We fought the other one pretty easily, I would think, so honestly, I think I'm ready for him. And it seems like we're definitely ready for him. Although we only have 10 HP left, I think we'll be perfectly fine. Not bad. That was pretty easy for the most parts. And just like that, Tatsu ended up knocking out the last trainer for this route. Hey, you should jump over obstacles, not take them down. Okay, well, thanks, I guess. And 150 Pokédollars, and West Hotarf City. Okay, let's head to Hogwarf, since this is our first real town. Okay, well, first things first, always want to heal your Pokemon, so this is our Nurse Joy. Hello, welcome to the Pokemon Center. In this building, we restore your tired Pokemon to full health. Would you like to rest your Pokemon? Yeah, of course. Okay, I'll take your Pokemon for a few seconds then. Okay, thank you. And there we go. Thank you for your waiting. We've restored your Pokemon to full health. Okay. Oh, I just saw Cottony and Acida on that little monitor back there, so those are two Pokemon in this game. Huh, interesting. We hope to see you again. Okay, thanks. And there we go. Just always want to make sure you heal your Pokemon, since it's always smart, because if you don't, you're definitely going to run into some problems. Please help? Okay, who needs my help? Oh, man, that definitely looks like some people that need some help. Please, someone do something. Someone put out that fire. Keep the children safe. Fire. Call Aster fast. Aster, please hurry up. I don't know if any of those people are important, so I'll be honest. But that guy definitely will be, since we've heard his name a couple times before, so that's Aster. Okay, looks interesting. I think that's also the guy on the intro for the game, like on the little start menu. right next to our character on the main start menu for the game. Okay, so he's definitely gonna have a bigger role more than likely, due to the fact that it has both our character and him on the main screen. So, honestly, I don't know much about him, but he definitely seems pretty interesting, from what I can, tell from what we've seen on everything so far. I don't know how, I don't know his character and all, but honestly, he looks like an interesting character, to be honest. I like his hairstyle.
What's happening here? Another fire? Yeah, stay away. I gotta do something.
Yeah, definitely. I'm guessing he's probably gonna be our rival, maybe?
No, Suicune, extinguish the flames.
Oh, he's got a Suicune. Okay, he's kind of scary if that's our rival, because that means we're gonna be fighting a Suicune if we fight him. Huh, okay then.
Excellent, my friend.
Okay.
Well done. Now come back. Don't worry, folks. I've got it.
So you're friends with our dad, that means. You don't look that old, so... Are you more of is he your mentor or something?
And you are... I've never seen you around here. Yeah, you have such a familiar face. Whatever, I'm a little busy right now. Just stay out of trouble, okay?
Oh, okay. Well, we were supposed to come and meet you.
Wait, you are Spooks. Look at me grown. It's me, Aster. Don't you recognize me?
Well, not really, I don't know you, but my character apparently knows you.
Well, you still were an infant when I met you. Your father was my mentor.
Okay, so that's what it is. Okay. Yeah, I thought he was a little too young to, be completely friends with him, grew up with him or something like that, so he's a little bit older than our character, at least, so I'm gonna say... Well, our character... Well, we had the 5 years later, so our character is about... At least, 15, 16 then, based on that. Okay, so we're actually older than what you normally would be in these games. That's actually interesting. I didn't think about that until now. So that means he's in his 20s of some sort. Okay, well it just kind of puts things in perspective a little bit. Okay.
Are those Pokeballs you have there? So Clover finally decided to spill the beans, huh? Why don't you come with me to get that punk that almost put the city on fire? That's not a normal Pokemon, you see. It's one of those mysterious X-Pokemon. For some time now, they've started popping up all over the region. Information about them is still lacking. All we know is they come from another world, the Xenoverse. Enough of the chit-chat, we'll talk as soon as we get there. Knowing that little punk must have gone to Stardust Beach. You can reach that there through Route 2. Path on your right. I'll be waiting over there for you.
Okay, we'll go meet you on Route 2 then. Stardust Beach, you say? Okay, so... Okay, it doesn't look like we can go that way, so I guess we'll just follow him, since it looks like they got a set path for us in the moment, since people are blocking off different locations we can go to. Might as well grab that free antidote, since there's no reason not to grab free items when we see them. So, Stardust Beach. Okay, looks like we got a couple fights on our hands, so let's see what we got. Lucas. I camped out here from going back to my journey. Okay, cool. Hope you're having a nice time camping, honestly. You are challenged by Backpacker Lucas. Okay, let's see what he's got. Wingull. Oh, well, that's a little, awkward. Water against water, but obviously we got Twister, so at least we can kind of cut the ties a little bit there. Since if we were just using Water Gun, this would be a little bit harder of a fight, let's be honest. But it seems like, okay, I thought he was going to keep using, Growl and stuff like that for a second there, since he used the first attack was a Growl, so yeah, thankfully he did it, but yeah, that definitely could have gotten a little annoying there, I'll be honest. But there we go. Down goes Wingull. Easy. Level 8, I'll take that. Don't know if the, I don't actually know if this Pokemon actually evolves or not. Because usually, starters evolve in these games, but due to the fact that they have, the X-Pokemon and stuff like that, I actually don't know how that actually works in this game. I don't know if it's going to affect our starter. I don't even know if there's Mega Evolutions or not, or what actual, systems are in place. All I know is that there's a new type of Pokemon called X-Pokemon with multi-HP bars. So that's basically it. And then the Sound-type Pokemon. So definitely some new things, but I honestly don't know what we're going to be getting ourselves into when it comes to, old features and new features past that point. Maybe it's time to leave. Spooks got $250, and we'll be taking that. And there we go, we already got Pin to evolve. So, there we go, WEEDle into a Kakuna. Honestly, that's pretty much an easy. Might as well get a free, Kakuna there, since, honestly, it'll help us out in the future, since we'll definitely need, all the help we can get, honestly, since I honestly don't know how hard this game actually gets, to be honest, since, obviously, a lot of the, newer fan games, up the difficulty because of the fact that more people want harder, difficult Pokemon games. So honestly, I don't know if this is going to be getting harder and harder over the course of the adventure. I'll be completely honest. But there we go. Pins down Kakuna. I'll take that. It's free harden. But obviously, Kakuna is not all impressive until we actually can get WEEDle. So obviously, he won't be as strong as he can be until we actually get him into a WEEDle. But once we get there, we'll definitely have some definite freebies when it comes to that, since I think that'll be pretty good. My Pokemon and I will beat you like a drum. Oh, okay. You can definitely try, but I have a high doubt on that one, bud. Since we're the protagonist and we got plot armor, let's be honest. Brummond. Okay, that's a new Pokemon. Don't know what you could be. You look Steel type, maybe. Well, let's go for Twister, honestly, since Twister hasn't let me down yet. Oh, okay, he's electric type. So, super effective. Wait, what? That's interesting. What other type are you, then? Because... oh, maybe he's sound type, then. So, Dragon would be strong against sound. Okay, that's interesting. Huh, okay then, because that's basically what I would think from, a guitarist, or drummist, or drummer, or whatever, but he looks like he's a guitarist, let's be honest. He has his little pick and everything, so, yeah, he's a guitarist, but, huh, so that's a sound electric type, from what I could tell. Huh, okay, so, now we at least know. Huh, I can't even play the drum. Well, how are you gonna beat me like a drum, then? Didn't think that one through, did you, bud? Well, that was easy. Huh, but that's good to know, though. Since that's something I don't know much about, oops, did not mean to skip by his dialogue, but it probably wasn't too important, let's be honest. But here we go, Koro. Okay, fighting-type Pokemon more than likely. Oh, Dwebble. Huh, I'm actually surprised Dwebble and Crustle are in this game. Okay, well, Water Gun, since you're a Rock type, since there's no reason not to go for that. And he has Sturdy. We actually almost one-shotted him because of that. Okay, you could go for the free attack rate, or defense raise. We'll just go for a free tackle on you and knock you right on out. That makes things easier for me at the end of the day, let's be honest. Alright, easy. Well, cool. Another Yemen. Okay. Still don't know what other type this thing could be. I definitely think it's the normal type, though. But other than that, I'm gonna say it's probably fighting, just due to the movements and stuff. And he is using Arm Thrust, so that definitely would kind of answer my question there. But, okay. So, either fighting in general or normal fighting. Okay. That's kind of cool. Wata? Okay, water. I guess, dude. Stardust Beach. Shining Sandy Beach. Also, sorry if, I'm still getting used to this, since it has been a while since I played a Pokemon game for my channel, and also, this is the first, episode of this series, so I'm still getting used to, I still have to get used to everything, since, obviously, I have, some different things that I'm not used to, because usually I'm playing a game in full screen, for one, and also, two, due to the fact that I don't want to pull out the keyboard and have, muddy up, everything, and just make it easier on me, and everything like that when it comes to that kind of stuff. Definitely am still gonna get used to it during this episode, so sorry if it's, a little bit, more of, a getting used to episode, but, obviously, the first episodes for these series, when it's been a while since I've done, a game like this, it definitely does kind of make sense.
Wow, that was fast, Spooks.
Okay. So this is the little guy that's been catching places on fire?
I cornered it, but I want you to find it, to prove to me how much you are worth. Now pay attention. As I told you, the Crimp comes from another world, so it's impossible to catch with common Pokeballs. Therefore, I developed a ball capable of imprisoning the explosive fury of X-species Pokemon. Here, results of years of research.
Okay, Spooks obtained a Xeno Ball. Thanks. Okay. So this is an X-Pokemon. Well, basically this, and the event after this, is basically where all my knowledge goes. And that's where we will be ending the episode after there. Just because I think that was, basically a good spot to end. But, yeah, definitely, from what we've seen here, this is basically what I've already went through, but it's honestly looks pretty good of the game from what I've seen. I don't know what we'll be getting into when it comes to the future of this, but definitely looks pretty fun. And also apparently there's like DLC stuff, there's like post-game content and all that. I don't know how much of that we'll do, but we'll definitely do some of it at least, I would think. But Spooks obtained a Xenoball and put it in the Pokeball pocket. Thanks.
And let me tell you something. Studies of these Pokemon reveal that they have multiple HP bars. Despite the troubles it made, this Elekid is not especially strong, so I think it has 2 bars maximum.
Oh, so it does go more. Okay, I was kind of thinking that.
As for normal Pokemon, also these ones must be weakened because. Before we get started on this battle, let me heal your Pokemon.
Oh, thanks. That's definitely nice of you.
Come on, Spooks. Show me a worthy addition to the Versal research team.
Okay, let's do this. So here we go, Elekid. And if you're wondering, yeah, it's definitely a different version of Elekid, as we can see. And there's another one of those little CGs. I definitely like those, because those are really cool. But here we go, our first X-Pokemon fights. So, I don't know much about exactly what they mean by other world. I'm guessing kind of like, trying to think of what they're called again. But the Ultra Beast from Pokemon Sun and Moon, basically, is what I'm kind of thinking of. But alternate forms from another world of existing Pokemon, basically. Which is kind of cool. It'll definitely take some time getting used to non-legendary Pokemon as Ultra Beasts, kind of, in a way, since usually they're basically legendary Pokemon in the official games. So I'll definitely have to get used to it. I don't know how we'll run into them normally. I don't know if they're all going to be boss fights or whatever, but at least the first one here is definitely a boss fight. As you can see, the boss Pokemon Elekid. So, bring it on. The boss Pokemon Elekid wants to battle. Okay, so we got Elekid. Let's see here. So it's a fire type. That'll definitely change things up. Okay, so due to the fact that it being water, we should probably go for Water Gun. And since it has 2 HP bars, I don't think we'll one-shot it, so let's hope we don't, like, crit it. Okay, thankfully we didn't. So we know that Water Gun won't knock it out then. Okay, so just treat it like it has 2 HP bars, basically. And so far, so good. And now we just go for a Xenoball, since it said it specifically catches X-species Pokemon. So let's try out the Xenoball, since this honestly would be our first time, technically, for real catching this thing, since I've caught this thing before, because obviously, up to this point in, like, the small conversation after, that's basically all my knowledge, and then from there on, it'll be completely blind. So, honestly, yeah, that's pretty cool. And there we go, Elekid. The Dynamite Pokemon. Okay, the sparks it scatters from its head can easily cause fires or explosions. It's a real ticking time bomb. Okay then. I'll take him. Trying to think of a name for him, though. Oh, I think I got one. You know what, we'll go, I can't go for it, cause it's a female Elekid. I was gonna go for Kanji. I guess that doesn't work anymore, because that's what I was gonna go for. Because Kanji was a hothead, so that would have been fun, but, You know what? I think we'll go... Trying to think of another character that would work. Thinking. You know what? We'll go this one. I know this character doesn't use fire, but Kanji didn't either, but she was definitely a hothead in Persona, so that's the reason why I wanted to go for that, since I've been playing a lot of Persona games recently. So I think, you know what, Yukari would probably work, because Yukari definitely was a big hothead in the game. So that'll work for me, honestly. And with that, we just press enter, and GG. And I think that's basically all we need.
I knew you would have managed it easily. Time to get back to the lab.
And there we go. We got our new Pokemon. So now we have our Merry Tuts, we got Tatsu, we got Pin, and now we have Yukari.
I have to say that you made an awesome work out there. Congratulations. I'm sure you'd be able to handle this all on your own. Anyways, welcome to the lab. This is where I run my research on X-Pokemon. It's here where, only thanks to mutual respect, we can see the Xenoball. The only device capable of containing the power of those mysterious creatures. We don't know how many other X specimens are still lurking in the Eldiw region, but one thing is sure. They are a serious threat to its balance, and you have to be ready for anything. If you want to become a real trainer, I suggest you challenge the gym leaders of this region. And you see, also, Hardwarf City has a gym. Why don't you start with that? Oh man, I was so into this conversation that I lost all sense of time. Spooks, I better go out now. I'll be later for the meeting, so take care.
Okay, we'll see you later, Aster. Thanks, bud. Huh. Okay, then. So, that's basically... What is that? Is that a Porygon? What the... Okay, then. That's weird looking. But, yeah, I think that's where we'll end off today's episode, since in the next episode, it will be completely blind from here on out. But, from what I know, due to the fact that I saw what kind of gym it is, that's basically the last bit of my knowledge for this game, we're going to be getting into the grass-type gym in the next episode. And, honestly, that sounds like fun. Although it will be kind of hard due to the fact that, we have a water dragon type, but I think we'll definitely manage since it's only the first gym, so I think we'll be fine. As long as I do a little bit of training before the next episode. I probably won't. Honestly, I might go and try and check what kind of Pokemon I want to use. Because I saw some, based on what we saw, the Spark Owl definitely looks interesting, so I might end up catching one of those in between episodes. Since I don't know how hard it would be to find one, I don't know the spawn rates or anything, but honestly, just to save me some time, and save you guys some time, I'll go catch that off episode and see what I end up getting, since I think I might end up using one of those, since that is a new Pokemon at the end of the day, and as I said, I want to try and stray away from using the other, like, you know, normal Pokemon. If it's like a new form of an old Pokemon, then yeah, I don't mind using it, like the Elekid, for instance. So, definitely will use those type of Pokemon, but for, like, older Pokemon with no new forms, I'm going to try and stray away from just as a personal goal of mine, since I want to use the newer stuff. So, definitely, with that being said, thank you all for watching the very first episode of Xenoverse. And, honestly, I'm looking forward to whatever this game actually comes to, since it looks really, really interesting. So, with that being said, thank you all for watching today's episode, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Keep being spooky, and peace out. Hey boys and girls, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you liked what you saw today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. And hit the bell notification down below. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for games, please put that in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching today's episode, and keep being spooky. Peace out, guys.